2024 movies only get better, and this one is a joyous example. Pixar has been falling apart as of recently. Their movies have been flopping hard because people wouldn't go to cinemas and would just wait for them to appear on streaming services back in those pandemic days. Because of this, many people were worried that Inside Out 2 would bring no joy back and have a similar effect. But that was definitely not the case. Inside Out 2 plays almost like its predecessor, and it's a very fitting one for me because in my young days I felt much heart and joy. Now growing up, all I feel now is more anxiety, and I feel much different than I did before. This is exactly the film for all you teenagers growing up like me. And so, with much to explore and see how Pixar was able to restore magic to the classic system, this is my movie analysis on Inside Out 2 and how Pixar has once more stepped up their game. Before we start this video, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe as well as hitting the bell icon to see more content. Thank you and enjoy. Starting off, this movie focuses a lot on the teenage part of people's life. Now that Riley has grown up a few years after the first movie, she gains new emotions that guide her to the teenage era. We've seen something similar to this in A Younger Mind, but now we get to see something similar like this again. It also shows how becoming older, you feel more stress. And we get to see that in this movie. All the emotions are still as likable as ever, and the new ones are amazing, like anxiety, boredom, envy, and embarrassment. They all have their thought-provoking messages, but anxiety plays a major part in this movie as she isn't a villain. It's what we all experience hard if we don't keep it in check. This is great, as anxiety did a lot to help change Riley, and it was all too much for her to handle. Just gotta learn to settle in with it. What this movie also delivers is that it's a lot more packed here, as we explore more than the first. More of Riley's life is explored, the emotions are tackled better, growing up plays a big part in this movie, and there's also more memories we get to see in Riley's mind, like her childhood show character, Bluefy, Poochie, and her favourite video game character, Lance Slashblade. What's even better? They were apparently inspired from both Blue's Clues and Final Fantasy VII. I love this! Something else that looks very clean for this movie is its animation. It's of course to be expected for Pixar, but it looks way better than its 2015 predecessor, as the colour palettes look more colourful and the characters are designed better and stand out so much more. They really do give off the little emotions that form inside your head, as it's all very excellent. Like its predecessor, it also tackles its themes amazingly. Things like tackling with puberty anxiety, panic attacks, friendships, pressure, and showing us that emotions help us truly find out who we really are, helping our growth, new perspectives, and seek new knowledge. These themes are tackled almost just as, if not better, than the first movie, as this is going through the change of our future lives, which is seen more serious than good. The voice acting is also still incredible, and the new ones are amazing. Maya Hawke as Anxiety is really amazing and plays the role beautifully. Liza Lepara and Tony Hale as Disgust and Fear, respectively, are great recasts from their original actors. June Squibb has a cameo appearance as Nostalgia, which was pretty funny, and John Ratzenberger, known for making cameos in Pixar movies until Onward, returns as Fritz. The messages are also fantastic, as a lot are explored as well. The best example overall being that we must be careful not to let anxiety take over our minds, as it leads to horrible thinking, going all over the place. It creates endless chains of negative events. And the message that Joy delivers in this. Maybe this is just what happens when you grow up. You feel less joy. Finally, this movie delivers it all for many people of any age. It still has that charm and wit for younger viewers, important messages for teenage people growing up, or people that are growing into their teenage years, and also adults seeing how their personality greatly changed as they aged from young to old. Children should take notes watching both of these movies, as they have a lot in common in their minds. Overall, my final opinion on Inside Out 2, it's almost as good, if not slightly better, than its already great predecessor, with similar levels of greatness. Absolutely incredibly beautiful with its elements of charm, joy, emotion, and wit, which all made the first very great and special. This is not a cash grab, my friends. It's what Pixar can really do. It's a prime example of how they can still deliver charmingly great and unforgettable movies, even if it's a sequel or not. An animated treat is an animated treat for all ages. It's up there for sure as one of my favourite movies of 2024, and is one big win for Pixar, thanks to its phenomenal box office, surpassing both Lion King 2019, one of the biggest animated films ever, and Jurassic World, Universal's biggest film ever. While it does face some competition, this is definitely a fantastic movie and should be seen by viewers of any age. What is your opinion on Inside Out 2? Did you enjoy it more or less than its predecessor? What was your favourite moment in the movie? And how would you want this similar success be used from Pixar in the future? Let me know in the comment section below, and also don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you are new, and hit that bell icon to see more content on my channel. Thanks for watching. Just as visually sparking as its already critically acclaimed predecessor, Inside Out 2 moves intelligently from fast-paced beginning to heartwarming conclusion. Another example of 2024 cinema peak at its finest.